Hey everyone. Well, it is hurricane season again.
Yeah,
Right?
keeps coming back.
It keeps coming back every year. With any luck, we will be spared this year.
Nice, quiet season.
We're hoping.
Nothing
Yes.
happening.
Yes. But in the event that we should all prepare, Terry and I kind of live by the motto we prepare for the worst and we hope for the best.
Right,
Right?
right. So time is now to start getting ready.
Exactly. So we're going to share a few of our tips. I'm sure most of you already have your own lists, but these are just kind of some of our top tips that we, on our list. So one of my favorite things is this little guy right here. I love these things because at night, if you have to get up at night, go check your generator or whatever, they're easy, they're compact, they can hang on things. And I just saw yesterday that Ace Hardware has them for sale. We got this one from our wonderful title company, Title Professionals. Free plug there, right?
Oh, there you go.
But these things are great, and they're small. Instead of lighting candles, I just don't like having candles around.
Sure, sure.
But so on my list, the next most important thing to me, and if any of you follow me on Facebook, you know that I am a coffee addict. So I have to have a way to have my coffee. So
It's important for me, for Lori to have a way to have coffee.
yes, it is. So my favorite, obviously, is if our coffee maker can work with the generator, which now we have that and it can. But in the past, I've used a camping percolator. I've used a French press, boil water on your grill and then use a French press. They have those little coffee bags, like tea bags only with coffee, but I didn't care for those very much. And then next up on my list is a cast iron pan. During Ian, we were in the Northwest, we were out of power for like 2 weeks. So I did a lot of cooking on the grill, and cast iron pan came in really handy. Cash. You're going to want to keep some cash on hand because we all know the ATMs don't work, and you're going to need to replenish your gas supplies.
Yep.
Of course, batteries, that's a given. Propane for your grills. Extra tarps. Hopefully you won't need them, but if you don't, maybe your neighbor will, and you can gift them a tarp.
Sure.
Refill your medications ahead of time if there's a hurricane coming. Not only your medications, but your pet's medications. Charge up your phones, your tablets, and then your portable chargers.
Yep. Be sure they're all fully ready to go.
Yep. And then a big one for me is I like my wonderful husband to go and get all of our gas cans filled a few days ahead, because the closer you get, the less chance you have of getting gas, or you're going to wait in a 2-hour line or something.
And
So,
the gas is for your generators,
right.
which I'm going to talk a little bit about now.
Yes, he is.
One of the, of course, now if you have the wonderful whole house generator, then you're set. They start and prep and keep going all year long, and they're ready when it hits. But if you don't, and you have one of the portable generators, the first thing to do is to be sure that you have it a safe distance from the house.
Yep.
And keep those fumes outside. Never put it inside. Never put it in the garage.
Or even by a window.
Or even by a window, right. Keep it well away from the house. Keep those fumes away and be safe. If you have that, you're probably going to end up running a bunch of extension cords into the house, and you'll have extension cords running to the vital things that you need. One lesson that we learned a long time ago after Charlie, back in '04, was that after Charlie, it was horribly hot, just horribly hot. And we learned after that a window air conditioner can be a blessing, because you can, even with a portable generator, you can run a small window air conditioner and have a cool room to go and actually cool off and get some sleep. So that's a possibility. One of the latest things that we've done that LCEC came out with is called GenerLink.
Yeah.
Which is really a cool deal. Costs a little bit of money, but it's not bad.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it, right? They put this ring on your meter, on your electric meter, that you can plug your generator cord straight into that. And then you run off of your breaker box, which is really cool. Now you have to be kind of careful, because you can't go running your whole house air conditioner on, because you're still running on the same generator. But the good thing is, when it's hooked up this way, there's no chance of the electricity feeding back through the lines
And hurting one of the
linemen. So that's what's really great about it. But they will help you gauge what you can use and what you can't use when they install this. But you need to be sure and identify which breakers run what, which ones what runs your freezer, the one that runs your refrigerator, those critical ones, and the one that runs the coffee pot. And be sure to identify those circuits. Either way, whether you go with the Generalink or the extension cords, be sure don't overload your generator. Manage your usage. Sometimes you can turn one thing off to be able to run something else. Like Lori said, get plenty of gas in advance. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that is critical to whatever system you use, start it now. Start it, run it all year. Test it out, exercise it, make sure that it's going to start easily when you really need it. So that's really important. One other thing to test in advance, getting off of generators a little bit, is your shutters. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in a new house or in a new to you house, and you haven't been through a hurricane before, get your shutters out. Practice.
Unless you're lucky enough to have impact windows.
Impact windows. Even if you have roll downs, you need to be running those, checking them, lubricating them throughout the year, making sure that they're going to function, or the accordions. You want to be sure that everything's going to be ready for you when you really need them, because that's when it counts.
Yep. And one last thing, totally different subject from hurricanes, but because we're in rainy season now and there's a lot of runoff, don't forget that Lee County has a ban on fertilizing after June 1st. You cannot use any fertilizer with phosphorus or nitrogen.
Right.
They want to keep it out of our waterways, and there's just so much runoff.
And out of the aquifer.
And out of the aquifer as well. So June 1st was the deadline. If you haven't fertilized before that, then you're out of luck until the end of hurricane season.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
Hope you picked up something, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Take care.
Bye.